Okay, here's a few practice problems going towards our EMC2 test. Here's one. What I would do is I would multiply by whatever the product of 13 and 7 are. But I actually don't need to know what 13 times 7 is. I think that, well, let me show you what I mean. I could do this. 13 times 7 that's 21, and so it's 91. But I'm thinking this. So I'm keeping 91 in my back pocket, but I don't need all that. And I'm going to multiply this whole thing. This is optional. You could do it by 91, but how about I just multiply this whole thing by 13 times 7? And then I could just pick what I need. Okay, the 13s would cancel, and 7 times -2 is -14. W. And so that's that. And then equals, and multiply this. In this case, I'll erase that. The 7s would cancel, and 13 times 4, I think, is 52, I think. 13 times 4 is, yes, 52. So that would equal -52. That's a lot easier. Now, divide both sides by -14. And these cancel. W equals, well, negative divided by negative is a positive. So it's going to be 52 over 14. I'll take half of each of those numbers. That would be 26 over 7. How about just keep it like that? That's pretty easy. Here's the next one. Okay, what I would do is just multiply by the least common denominator. And we have, what would that be? 8. So in this, 4 goes into 8 2 times, and 2 times b is 2b. The 8s would cancel, so that's 8b. Minus, you know what you could do with this is, one way would be 2 goes into 8 4 times, and 4 times 6 is 24. Or you could just recognize that 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 times 3 is 24. Well, I erase that. Now, I got to do it by everything. That's going to be 8b. And then the 8s are going to cancel, and you're left with plus 5. Okay, combine your like terms. That's going to be 10b minus 24 equals 8b plus, okay, that's not a good 5 at all. 5. I think I'll pick on the little guy here. And this is going to be 2b minus 24 equals 5. Add 24. And you get 2b equals 29. Divide by 2, and b is equal to 29 halves. There you go. Bada boom, bada bing. Rebecca spent $14.25 on supplies to make lemonade. She, at least, how many glasses of lemonade must she sell at 35 cents per glass to make a profit? And profit means you're going to make more money than you spent. So you have $14.25, and you got 35 cents per glass. I'll call it G for glass because I'm so clever. And so the amount of money she makes has to be greater than the money she spent. So yeah, she needs to make, yeah, if this were equal to, then she wouldn't be making a profit. She would just be breaking even. She would be spending as much as she made. But if you have this, then you're making a profit. You're making more money than you're spending. So divide by 0.35, and those cancels. G will be the number of classes, and divide that by 0.35. And so it's going to be 0.35 going into 14.35. Okay, 14.25. I was just checking that you were paying attention. Okay, move that 2 times, move that 2 times, whop. I think it's going to be 3 times. I think this goes in 0, 0, and 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15, 9 is 10, another 35. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go. So that's going to be 730. Oh, wait, it does. I think it is 4. Oh, okay. Let me tell you, because 12 minus 5, and then that's going to be 37. 37 is bigger than 35, so I can't have that. That's a no-go. So I guess 4 then. And that's going to be 0, and that's 2. 12, 13, 14, 140. Yay, 25. That does not go into 25. And make a 250. That's going to be like 8 times, I think. That's, oh boy, that's going to be more than 8. How about 7? Oops. 7, 5, 3, 21, 245. Okay, that's good enough. 40 point, it's like about 40.7. So G needs to be 41. So at least how many? At least 41 glasses. Okay. Next. Hank recorded rainfall data for 5 days so far. This is 1/12 of the data. So 5 is 1/12 of D for data, because I am super clever. How many days will he record data? Well, just multiply by 12. Multiply by 12 over 1 to cancel everything out. D is by itself. Multiply this by 12 over 1, or 12. And 12 times 5 is 60. So that's going to be the deal.